Emotional control is one of the most powerful skills a person can develop. And through Stoicism, we can train ourselves to respond to life's challenges with wisdom, clarity, and resilience. Many people go through life feeling like they are at the mercy of their emotions. Anger, frustration, fear, or sadness controlling their actions rather than their rational mind. However, the Stoics believe that we should not let external events dictate our inner peace. Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus all emphasize that the only thing we truly control is our reaction to events, and learning to master this is key to a life of tranquility and success. In this video, we will uncover 10 daily Stoic habits that will help you control your emotional reactions, avoid impulsive decisions, and cultivate a mindset of inner strength and wisdom. These habits will transform the way you respond to stress, challenges, and adversity, allowing you to navigate life with more patience and rationality. The first habit is morning reflection. How you start your day sets the tone for everything that follows. Instead of immediately reaching for your phone or jumping into tasks, spend a few minutes contemplating your goals, potential challenges, and how you intend to react to them. Marcus Aurelius practiced this by reminding himself each morning that he would likely encounter frustration, ignorance, and rudeness, but that he had the power to remain undisturbed. By preparing mentally for the difficulties ahead, you prevent emotional outbursts and handle situations with calm composure. The second habit is practicing voluntary discomfort. Seneca believed that exposing yourself to minor hardships trains you for larger difficulties in life. For example, taking cold showers, fasting occasionally, or walking in uncomfortable weather helps build mental resilience. When you actively engage and control discomfort, you learn that you can withstand more than you think. This reduces fear and emotional instability when real adversity strikes because you've already trained yourself to endure discomfort without panicking. Next, we have the habit of journaling, a technique used by nearly all Stoic philosophers. Writing down your thoughts, reactions, and experiences at the end of the day provides clarity and self-awareness. When you reflect on your emotional responses, you can identify patterns and learn from them. Were you triggered by criticism? Did a minor inconvenience ruin your mood? By analyzing these moments, you train yourself to detach from automatic emotional reactions and replace them with rational responses. Another crucial habit is negative visualization, also known as premeditatio malorum. This involves mentally preparing yourself for the worst possible outcomes so that if they happen, you're not caught off guard. If you're about to give a presentation, visualize potential setbacks, technical issues, difficult questions, or a skeptical audience, so that if these things occur, you remain composed. By expecting challenges in advance, you strip them of their power to shake your emotional state. Emotional distancing is another powerful habit. When faced with anger, frustration, or fear, take a step back and detach yourself from the emotion. Epictetus advised treating emotions like external visitors. Acknowledge them, but do not let them take control. When something upsets you, try viewing the situation as a third-party observer. Ask yourself, if this were happening to someone else, what advice would I give them? This perspective helps neutralize emotional impulses and allows you to act with wisdom rather than reacting out of anger or frustration. The sixth habit is practicing the dichotomy of control, a fundamental Stoic principle. The Stoics taught that you should focus only on what you can control and let go of everything else. You cannot control traffic, rude people, or unexpected challenges, but you can control your response to them. Reminding yourself daily of this distinction helps prevent unnecessary stress and frustration. When something irritates you, ask yourself, is this within my control? If not, let it go. This simple shift in mindset eliminates many unnecessary emotional reactions. Next, we have deliberate pause before reacting. One of the biggest reasons people regret their actions is because they react too quickly in emotional situations. Instead of immediately responding to criticism, bad news, or provocation, practice pausing. Take a deep breath, count to 5, and then choose your response. This simple habit prevents impulsive reactions and allows you to engage with situations rationally instead of emotionally. Practicing gratitude is another Stoic technique for emotional mastery. When you focus on what you have rather than what you lack, you shift your perspective from frustration to contentment. The Stoics often reminded themselves of the fragility of life and the temporary nature of all things. By cultivating gratitude for even the smallest blessings, health, shelter, meaningful relationships, you reduce feelings of envy, resentment, or dissatisfaction. The ninth habit is acceptance of fate, or amor fati. This is the practice of embracing whatever happens as if you had chosen it. Life is unpredictable, and setbacks are inevitable. Instead of resisting what you cannot change, accept it with a sense of purpose. If you lose a job, face rejection, or encounter failure, remind yourself that every event is an opportunity for growth. When you stop resisting reality, your emotional suffering decreases. Finally, evening reflection is essential for reinforcing emotional control. Before sleeping, review your day, what went well, what could have been handled better, and how you will improve tomorrow. This habit, practiced by Stoics like Seneca, allows you to continuously refine your responses and strengthen your emotional resilience. When you integrate these 10 daily habits into your life, you will notice a profound shift in how you react to stress, adversity, and challenges. Instead of being controlled by emotions, you become the master of them. You will handle criticism with grace, setbacks with resilience, and daily frustrations with patience. Over time, these habits will transform not just how you respond to the world, but also how you experience it. By practicing Stoic wisdom daily, you cultivate an unshakable mindset, one that leads to greater peace, mental clarity, and a life of true strength and purpose. Emotional control is not about suppressing emotions, but about understanding them, responding wisely, and not allowing external circumstances to dictate our inner peace. The Stoics understood that emotions like anger, fear, frustration, and anxiety are natural. But what separates a wise person from an impulsive one is the ability to master their reactions rather than be ruled by them. The 10 daily habits discussed in this video are not just abstract philosophical ideas, but actionable steps that, when practiced consistently, transform the way you navigate life. By cultivating these habits, you will gain greater emotional resilience, self-discipline, and the ability to stay calm under pressure, no matter what life throws at you. The journey toward emotional mastery begins with awareness. Most people react to situations automatically, without questioning why they feel a certain way or whether their response is constructive. By incorporating morning reflection into your daily routine, you prepare yourself for the day ahead, setting the intention to remain composed in the face of challenges. This simple habit alone can significantly improve how you handle stress, frustration, and uncertainty. Imagine starting each day with a conscious decision to remain undisturbed by negative influences. This mental preparation changes how you experience the world. Another key element of emotional control is exposure to discomfort. If we always seek comfort and avoid challenges, we become fragile. The Stoics practiced voluntary discomfort, fasting, enduring harsh weather, and sleeping on the ground, not to punish themselves, but to strengthen their ability to endure hardship without emotional distress. When you train yourself to be comfortable with discomfort, you reduce fear, frustration, and anxiety in difficult situations. Think about how often people react emotionally when facing small inconveniences, traffic, slow internet, a rude comment. These reactions drain energy and offer no real benefit. But when you condition yourself to embrace challenges, you naturally become calmer, stronger, and more patient in the face of adversity. Journaling is another powerful tool for self-awareness and emotional mastery. When you take time to write about your thoughts and emotions, you begin to recognize patterns in your behavior. Do you react angrily to criticism? Do certain situations consistently trigger stress? By reflecting on your daily experiences, you gain control over your emotions rather than letting them control you. Imagine a day where instead of reacting with frustration to a negative comment, you pause, reflect, and respond with calm wisdom. This is the power of self-reflection. It transforms your automatic responses into intentional, rational actions. Negative visualization is another habit that helps reduce emotional volatility. By mentally preparing for possible setbacks, failures, and difficulties. You become less emotionally reactive when these things happen in real life. Instead of panicking when things don't go as planned, you approach the situation with composure because you have already accepted that setbacks are a natural part of life. Think about the last time something unexpected happened. Perhaps you missed an opportunity, faced rejection, or encountered an obstacle. Now imagine if, before that event, you had already considered the possibility and prepared yourself mentally. The emotional impact would be significantly reduced, and you would be in a better position to handle the situation constructively. One of the most important Stoic principles is the dichotomy of control, the understanding that some things are within your control and others are not. Most emotional distress comes from trying to control the uncontrollable. People waste energy stressing over what others think, complaining about the past, or fearing the future, all things outside of their control. But once you truly internalize that the only thing you control is your response, you free yourself from unnecessary emotional turmoil. Imagine going through life with this mindset. When faced with an unexpected challenge, you immediately ask yourself, is this within my control? If not, you let it go. This habit alone can eliminate much of the frustration and anxiety that people experience daily. Another critical component of emotional control is pausing before reacting. How often do people say or do things in the heat of the moment that they later regret? By practicing a deliberate pause, taking a deep breath, counting to 5, or mentally stepping back from the situation, you prevent emotional outbursts and allow yourself to respond thoughtfully rather than impulsively. This simple habit has the power to improve relationships, decision-making, and overall well-being. The next time you feel a surge of emotion, anger, irritation, anxiety, try pausing. In that brief moment, you create space between the stimulus and your response, giving yourself the opportunity to act with wisdom rather than react emotionally. Gratitude is another practice that profoundly impacts emotional resilience. The Stoics believed in appreciating what you have rather than constantly chasing what you lack. When you focus on gratitude, you shift your perspective from frustration to contentment. Instead of being upset about what you don't have, you recognize the blessings that already exist in your life. This shift in mindset drastically reduces negative emotions like envy, resentment, and dissatisfaction. The next time you find yourself feeling frustrated or unfulfilled, take a moment to list 3 things you are grateful for. This simple practice rewires your brain to focus on abundance rather than lack, leading to greater emotional stability and peace. Amor fati, or the love of fate, is a powerful mindset shift that allows you to embrace everything that happens as if you had chosen it. Instead of resisting reality, you accept it fully and use every event, good or bad, as an opportunity for growth. Many people experience emotional suffering because they resist what they cannot change. But when you train yourself to embrace everything that happens, you become unshakable. If you lose a job, face rejection, or encounter failure, instead of reacting with frustration or despair, you ask, how can I use this to grow? This mindset transforms setbacks into stepping stones, allowing you to navigate life with confidence and resilience. Finally, evening reflection ensures continuous growth and self-improvement. Before sleeping, take a few minutes to review your day. What did you handle well? What could have been done better? How can you improve tomorrow? This habit, practiced by Stoics like Seneca, allows you to refine your responses and gradually eliminate impulsive, emotional reactions over time. When you consistently reflect on your actions and emotions, you become more self-aware, which is the foundation of emotional mastery. Incorporating these 10 daily Stoic habits into your life will transform the way you respond to stress, adversity, and challenges. Instead of being controlled by emotions, you will become the master of them. You will handle criticism with grace, setbacks with resilience, and daily frustrations with patience. Imagine a life where negative emotions no longer dominate your decisions, where you navigate challenges with a calm and rational mindset, and where you maintain inner peace regardless of external circumstances. This is the power of Stoicism. It equips you with the tools to face life's uncertainties with wisdom, strength, and composure. If you apply these principles consistently, you will notice a profound shift in your emotional state. You will no longer react impulsively to negativity, but will instead choose responses that align with your values and long-term well-being. This is the path to true strength. The ability to remain calm in the face of chaos, to maintain clarity in moments of stress, and to approach every situation with wisdom rather than impulse. Stoicism is not just an ancient philosophy. It is a practical guide for modern life. In a world filled with distractions, stressors, and emotional triggers, the ability to control your reactions is a superpower. By training yourself in these habits, you gain the freedom to live a life guided by reason rather than emotion. Over time, you will cultivate an unshakable mindset, one that allows you to thrive in any situation, no matter how challenging. So, as you move forward, remember that true power lies not in controlling the world, but in controlling yourself. Make it your daily mission to practice these habits, refine your emotional responses, and build the mental resilience needed to navigate life with wisdom and strength. In the end, the quality of your life is determined not by what happens to you, but by how you respond. And with Stoicism as your guide, you will always respond with clarity, composure, and wisdom.